Hello students, myself Arpana Grover, Senior Faculty Member of English at Informatics and Consortium. Now students, as you have seen that we are very much regular in putting up the series of the comprehensions and the aptitude lectures and law lectures in our app Course Edu as well as on the YouTube channel Course Edu Informatics. Now most probably I think so you'll be very much benefited by these lectures और आपको पता चल रहा होगा कि latest जो पैटर्न है क्लैट का उसमें आपको किस तरह से आपको कॉम्प्रीहेंशंस करने हैं उसमें किस तरह से आपको लॉ के क्वेश्चंस करने हैं तो ये चैनल एक ऐसा चैनल है जो आपको बेसिकली हर चीज आपको एक बहुत ही कायदे से सिखाता है और एक बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल वे से आपको समझ में आता है कि हाउ यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट CLAT 2021. So we are having the expert team of law faculty, we have an expert team of aptitude faculty, and these faculty are always on their toes to help you up in the competition examinations, right? So today the students will be following the series, we'll be discussing the next paragraph, a comprehension again, on a different passage, on a different idea, what is there. And let's start with today's passage and today's. Hope so you'll be enjoying this passage and you will learn a lot how to solve these passages by keywords, right? So today's passage is basically a narrative passage, a simple comprehension passage. So I welcome you all to the channel of Course Edu Informatics and hope so you are taking the benefits of this channel और आप अच्छी तरह से prepare कर रहे हो. So if you are preparing it well, so definitely you can crack your examination of CLAT 2021. So be regular in our series of this uploading of the free lectures and definitely you'll be getting a quality lectures and quality material on our app Course Edu as well as on our YouTube channel Course Edu Informatics. Right, starting with the passage. So let's, जैसे कि मैं आपको पहले कहती हूँ, let's read the passage first. So and make a short notes. पढ़िए और keywords निकालिए. Right. So let's start with it. Born and raised in ancient town of Sijing, in the ancient town of Sijing, Peng found he had too much free time after retirement and decided to recycle old materials lying around his home into something artistic, right? There's a person who, that means the author is talking about a person who is Peng, who is a retired person, and he is trying to save invest his time in recycling, right? He had no formal artistic training. Instead, he learned by doing. जैसे कि हम कहते हैं, we learn by doing it. He drew his first inspiration from architectural legacies in his hometown. So his first inspiration was from architectural legacies. His maiden work was a miniature of a town's landmark and Fang Pagoda. Landmark, that was a landmark in his town, that is Anfang Pagoda, which was reconstructed early in this century to replace 1,000-year-old Dongtian Temple Pagoda destroyed during the World War II. He constructed the pillars from, so he was just working on that architectural building only to reconstruct that. So he reconstructed the pillars from the chopsticks, the roof from the biscuit tin, and the ripples of a nearby lake from electric wires. So what are the three things he has used for the reconstruction of the chopsticks, the biscuit tin, and the electric wires? It took Peng almost a year to create a 7-story, 35-meter pagoda on a scale of 1 to 200. The delicate work involved cutting, piercing, coloring, gluing pieces of wood, Peng said. He said he has only 2 or 3 hours a day to devote to his artistic endeavors. Endeavors means interests, because he has to take care of his wife and also help his son's shop. But those few creative hours give free rein to his imagination and his skills. So that means he means to say कि जितना भी तुम time लगाओ किसी भी अपने interest के ऊपर, that should be totally comfortable. You must be devoted to that work thoroughly. Now let's see the questions of these. What are the questions which are asked from this passage? The first question: which of the following items were used by Peng for constructing his miniature of Anfang Pagoda? It's a biscuit tin, chopsticks, and stones. So obviously we have read in the passage he has used a biscuit tin, he have used the chopsticks, but he had never used the stones, but there were electric wires. If I have, we have, so this was basically ये फायदा है जो हम आपको साथ साथ में keywords mark कराते हैं. So always I used to tell you, like whenever you are reading a passage, definitely mark the keywords and the important lines in the passage so that you should not be going back to the passage, reading the passage once again. यार क्या था उसमें, right? It will be just wasting your time. So 1 and 2 is a correct answer. So A is a correct answer for. Now, second question say, which of the following are true about the Peng? Peng was born in the ancient era. Peng was not trained in art. Peng began to make miniatures after his retirement. So we have learned he was not born in the ancient era. He was born in Sijing. Peng was not trained. Yes, he was not trained. He started to make miniatures, yes, after the retirement. So 2 and 3 are the correct answers. So C is the correct answer of the passage. What type of passage is this? It is a satirical, narrative, explanatory, and sarcastic. So it is not, he's not making a satire of anything. He's not sarcastic about anything. It is not explaining, it is just a narrative passage. He's just narrating an incident about he's just narrating what a person is doing after his retirement, what are his interests, what are his endeavors. So the author is just narrating a passage on a person who has gotten retired and he is now investing time in just using his caliber. That is, he's just using his endeavors. So answer is second, that is, it is a narrative passage. So dear student, this was the passage which was to be discussed today. And as you have seen again, the same thing I used to tell you every time whenever I go for these comprehensions. Yes, you should you should go for the proper thorough reading of a passage, mark the keywords, and then start doing the comprehension. That will help you a lot. So ये आपका बहुत help करता है because you don't have to go again back and back, right? So now your CLAT is again coming very, very near to. So again, start working very hard. If you need any kind of guidance from us, you can contact us on the numbers given below. Please download our app Course Edu, which will be a great help for you for the CLAT 2021 aspirants, as there is a lot of study material which is on the latest pattern, which is again freshly built, made by our experts who are sitting over here day and night and making the refined study material for you people. Be always regular on our YouTube channel, Course Edu Informatics. Again, you will be getting a very good material over our YouTube channel also. So this was all about today's passage. Hope so. Meet you again and be regular in your studies, and definitely all the best.